CeeDee Lamb, you are an Atlanta Falcon. That would be so sick.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Then why didn't we know that?
You probably did. You are a terrible organization.
Sorry, that got hot really quick.
The Jets are the Jets.
I guess let's talk about it. Like, is this a permanent seat for
We're doing this right here on air.
Welcome back to another episode of Caps Off, presented by Betr. Hey, welcome myself back to Miami.
Welcome to Miami.
Wow.
Adam's actually not technically Miami yet. He has to move in. You don't even have the keys.
I don't.
He's
think I'm
also
picking up the keys
technically
today.
from the South Florida area, so like,
Is it welcome home or did I?
He's welcome back.
No, it's not welcome home because he doesn't claim Miami. He claims Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah. Well, no, I do claim Miami, but then if you're like, where in Miami? You're like,
Well, you're a Lottie
Fort
boy.
Lauderdale. Yeah.
Fort Lauderdale got its first ever. Actually, it's crazy that in our lifetime, Fort Lauderdale has a major four-sport championship and New York doesn't.
Yeah,
Excluding
that's
the Yankees.
crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Whoa, that's wow.
Excluding the Yankees and Giants, which that would be a good fan to be a fan of.
Yeah.
Right, Pat?
Yeah, no, I don't. Yeah, probably would be. Couldn't be me though. Couldn't be me.
Well, hey, it's July 2nd today, I believe. I think that's correct,
All right.
right?
Yeah, are we releasing this today?
Yeah, we're going to release this
Oh,
today.
wow.
We got to
Cool.
get back in the action. We got to
Oh,
get
wow.
back. We've been
that's
all over the
quick.
place these last couple of
I
weeks.
got to make thumbnails.
Yeah, you got to get in your
Fuck.
bag. We've been all over the place the last couple of weeks, but we are going to get back to a seasoned form of cadence where we're going to be recording 3 times a week now that I've moved back. We obviously got Pat here, so Pat's going to be in his bag too.
So I was gonna, I guess let's talk about it. Like, is this a permanent seat for
Oh.
Pat?
We're doing this right here on air. Wait. Okay,
I'm kidding. If you guys get an NFL athlete to replace me, please replace
But we still
me.
had 4 chairs.
But
So
you're-
there were 4 chairs available.
It was a 4-man. It was a 4-man, and then turned to a 2-man. 2-man was way too little. Love you, but it was
No,
not
I
enough.
agree. I love talking to you, but
And
I love
through
talking in general,
trials
but I
and
can't do that.
Tribulations,
good
what
word,
have
yes.
you.
Yeah, if you
What
may.
is a tribulation?
I think it's similar
Like
to a
hardship?
trial. I
Like a
imagine.
hardship?
Yeah,
Like
like a hardship. Yeah.
Through those things, what have you, yeah, we needed a third. So it's like...
Wait, back to
do
the
we
trials
want
and
Pat?
tribulations. Theoretically, isn't it just like they're both the same thing? You're
You
going
have
through
to think
hardships
so.
and you're also going through
I would
hardships?
also. I'll give you
Trials
guys.
are more tests.
I'll give you guys $10 if at any point today you can slip tribulations into a sentence by itself without trials leading it. But
Well-
it has to be natural, or no one else can react to the fact that you just used tribulation.
So it just has to
there's
go
not
under
a
the radar.
chance
you have
that's
to,
gonna
you have to
happen.
sneak it in and just
Dude,
see if
you
someone
think
lets it go.
you think if I say that, Justin's not going to go fucking
It's been
crazy?
I don't know, man. Today, I've been going through a lot,
of
tons of
tri-
tribulations, and
tribulations.
just I'm here today.
And then someone's going to be like, you mean turbulence?
like, nope,
No,
tribulations.
tribulation's
yeah.
a good word though.
It is a good word.
Strong.
So, yeah, you guys are
fucking
deflecting from the question, though.
word. Yeah, well, we can
Yeah, we
try.
are.
We can
We certainly are.
I'm kidding.
You need to submit an application.
Okay.
It's in the review process.
All right, cool.
I think you've been doing pretty strong though. Cool.
So back to the question.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll look at my numbers.
How's
I think
that chair-
I
is
think
that
my
chair
numbers are pretty
comfortable?
good. My clip out numbers are.
Your Bo Nix one was dumb.
Yeah, I think I've had a couple do pretty well. So yeah.
Yeah, that's true. That checks
the
out.
followers are trying to get used to a guy with glasses.
Yeah. I'll take the bullying.
Harry Potter boy.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, the Harry Potter boy is a good one.
The fuck are we talking about?
Sorry,
Spelling
today?
I don't know. I got called last night on Better's page that I had moose knuckle, which was crazy.
Like
Yeah.
a.
Yeah, no, it's not camel toe. It's moose knuckle.
Is that just worse than
Is that
camel
the
toe?
man?
It's worse.
Is that the man way of?
No,
of
it's
it?
just worse than camel toe.
It's just a bigger camel toe.
Yeah, I guess my shorts were just hiked up from being on the couch for a while.
Yeah, you really
and-
can't. You
By
can't
the way,
let.
I thought it was
And there's
underwear
not
too.
much there.
Yeah, it wasn't,
So
but
like when you
I
got,
thought it was literally underwear.
Yeah, no, it wasn't. It was shorts.
It
They were
actually makes
just-
it worse that you said it was shorts. It would have been better if you were like, I'm sitting in my underwear. Like, own the fact that you have moose.
No, I
Should've
do
owned it.
usually sit in my. No, it was just shorts. Maybe my package is just that big and my.
Okay. Yeah.
You know.
For sure, buddy.
No, but the shaft is small. Like
Yeah. For sure.
No, I'm saying the shaft's small.
For sure.
Yeah. Anyway, what are we talking
Yeah, what are we
about
talking football
today?
wise
I'm
instead
trying
of
to find
talking
our-
about Jack's dong?
I'm trying to find our
It's
group.
not a good one,
I think we were starting with like CeeDee Lamb, right? We were talking about CeeDee.
dude. You you have the run of show. All right.
I have a follow up to CD if and when we get there.
Oh, okay.
You got
CeeDee.
it.
We could start with CeeDee. Yeah. Okay, so the backstory on CeeDee Lamb, obviously we're in the heart of the offseason. Right now I feel like is the time where it's like the calm before the storm. There shouldn't be shit going on, but of course because it's the NFL season, it's 365 days a year. There's stuff happening.
Yeah.
Tua still hasn't gotten a deal, by the way.
Oh.
Oh, he didn't
He
reset the
hasn't
market.
reset the market
Wow.
just yet. He hasn't
Guess who
reset the market
did?
just yet.
That fucking stupid fraud, Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, we didn't get a chance to talk about that one too, but
Yeah. Well, you were in New York.
yeah.
Got so much money.
It's crazy because on the topic of Trevor Lawrence quickly, we're still paying a guy based off of how they performed in college.
No, it's insane. Trevor Lawrence made $250-something million because he was the top prospect out of high school, and he was good at Clemson. That's it.
Yeah.
He was really good, though.
He was good at Clemson.
He was really good.
Like, you're still holding on to that. I think.
No, but you shouldn't pay a guy just based off of he could be really good. Guys, look what he's done for you right now.
Is this going to be his 4th year in the season?
Yeah.
Yes.
Fourth
Fourth
season in
year in the
the
season.
4th year
Yes.
in the league.
Yes.
I feel like you kind of have to take the first season out of
For sure.
what you're considering and only look at the last two. Like the first one was such an unmitigated disaster with Urban Meyer as the head coach.
Tons of
like,
tribulations.
and a lot of tribulations. And I think that like it makes your guys' little stat graphic comparisons real convenient when you get to include that one season in there, and then he looks a lot like Daniel Jones. He looks a lot like these other really
It was
mediocre
just Daniel
quarterbacks.
Jones and Blake Bortles. Those are the only two comparisons
I know, but
made.
yeah, okay, very mediocre quarterbacks. I think like Trevor Lawrence over the last 2 years has shown that he's a top 16 quarterback.
So you're saying he is
In the NFL.
definition out of 32 teams, there are 16.
the
You are saying
definition of average.
mid.
But he's
mid.
He's still on his rookie contract. I know he got the extension, but he's still on his rookie contract going into the 4th year. Like, I don't think you can expect. Like, yes, he was dubbed a generational, one of the best prospects to come out in a long time. So
He
the
was the biggest
expectations were
prospect
there
in
to
Peyton's
beat
name.
Pat Mahomes immediately. But I think like he's on a decent trajectory.
What trajectory is that?
A chance to be a top 10 quarterback in 2 years.
The trajectory he's on is
Which I think like they are giving
But
out
you paid
contracts
him
for
like a
dude,
top
but-
5.
yeah,
which
but
I
it-
understand.
to
and
your
which is
reset
my
the market
argument.
thing,
No.
yeah.
I agree. I understand. If I'm a Jags fan, I understand paying Trevor Lawrence. Like I didn't mean to start
What
a
else you
Trevor
gonna
Lawrence
do?
tangent.
Yeah.
Like
No,
you have to pay Trevor Lawrence.
I'm a Trevor Lawrence hater, and like everyone that follows Caps Off and Betr like knows that because I make that my point to tell people that Trevor Lawrence is super overrated. But if I'm a Jags fan and I'm the Jaguars, I definitely extend Trevor Lawrence because he's better than whatever the other option is.
That's the same argument with Tua though.
No, very different.
Tua's not-
very
eh.
different.
Okay.
Tua's better than Trevor Lawrence. Let me just get that out there. There you go.
I thought you were going the opposite way.
No.
No,
Tua's better than Trevor
I'd say
Lawrence.
Tua's not the same. He actually has like
Stats?
He's played well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
stats.
I appreciate
it's
that.
not
Thank you.
also
Means a
people
lot.
always like, oh, look at you, box score watcher. Like, yeah, stats do matter. By the way,
Also,
also Trevor Lawrence. Like, what
I'm
is
more
he?
of an all 22 kind of guy. That's how I make
yeah,
my
you gotta review the
22.
tape.
Yeah.
You gotta review the tape.
after a Sunday, just watch every game, all
Yeah,
22.
You gotta
So
lock in
what's
at
that
some
show
point.
about
Yeah,
Trevor?
you-
What's that show you about Trevor?
a lot of
The X's
tribulations.
and O's, man, they click for my guy Trevor.
I will say a lot of drops, so the stats are like unpadded, whatever that would be.
Yeah, I mean, look, a lot by
Deflated.
my Lord and Savior Calvin Ridley as well. But I think we didn't get a chance to talk about Trevor. But I understand Trevor getting that type of deal. You obviously pay him that type of contract
Based on inflation.
Market is the market. It's the same concept with Tua, right?
You say that a lot on Twitter when you get angry. Is market is the market is
Well,
the
the market is the market is the market because you're not
market.
paying someone based off of how they've performed with you necessarily. You're paying them based off of where you think that they can go. In the
Okay,
case
but
of-
how stupid is that we pay people based off of something they haven't even done yet?
yeah, it is
Well,
stupid.
I mean,
It's a
that's-
stupid fucking thing to do. Like, if I don't know, I don't
I get
understand. I don't understand paying Trevor Lawrence right now. Like,
well,
because
it lowers cap hits.
I understand that, but it's like, what if he's actually like in his third year under Doug Peterson, the same head coach, same system, all this stuff? What if in the third year he's still an average quarterback? You're going to be really fucked having to pay
I think
a guy
that's-
that's average that money.
I think that's like quite literally the name of the game, though. As a GM, is like signing guys right before they take that next step.
yes.
But what if he doesn't? He's making money that's way too much.
Yeah, I know, but I think that's like what GMs get paid millions of dollars to figure out is like
That's
give the
true.
guy the contract before he
Well,
takes
no, I think-
off, and
well, it's
then
like,
if he
all right,
sucks,
talk-
then the GM gets fired.
Well, like let's
then
talk,
it's a
let's
regime
talk
change.
seam for a little bit. We're going to talk briefly.
quick
Quick,
seam.
quick.
It's
Think
gotta
about
be
we cut
Alex
fucking seconds.
Anthopoulos for the Braves, their general manager.
Yeah.
When he signed fucking Ozzie Albies and Ronald Acuna to like big deals right after
Yeah.
their rookie years, and no one knew who they were.
Genius.
Best move they've
Shout
ever
out
made.
Ozzie, bro.
Because
Yeah.
you know Ronald Acuna MVP last
Yeah, of
year
course.
for the
On
National
Braves.
League.
Yeah, what?
Yeah.
Bang.
Yeah, how
Bang.
many steals he had? He had a lot of steals. Right?
1,600.
Anyway, Trevor Lawrence probably didn't deserve that much money, but yeah, you got to give your quarterbacks money. Like it's like you said, what's the other option?
Yeah,
like
Brock
draft
Purdy's
a
about
guy,
to make
go.
Brock Purdy's gonna make $500 million.
Yeah.
Brock
is-
Purdy's going to break
and-
Twitter. By the
oh,
way, Brock
it's
Purdy
going-
is going to break the
I
internet.
cannot wait when Brock Purdy becomes the highest paid player in football. People are going to fucking cry and bitch and moan, and I'm just going to be sitting here just laughing.
But you know what that's
the whole
called?
time.
The market.
The market
is the market.
No, it's not. It's because Brock Purdy's a generational talent.
Okay.
What did you just
CeeDee
laugh there?
Lamb, I
Was
think.
that a
CeeDee
hiccup?
Lamb, it was a
something in my
CeeDee
throat.
Lamb, I
Yeah,
think,
let's
was
go
where
back
we
into
were,
CeeDee Lamb
yeah.
because I want to
Yeah.
talk about CeeDee. Obviously, July 2nd right now, CeeDee has still yet to get a contract extension. There was a report that came out that said that if CeeDee doesn't get an extension by training camp, that he will hold out. So I'm kind of curious for us to talk about that because let's clarify. I think CeeDee Lamb is going to stay in Dallas. I think what they are going to end up doing is finding a way to pay all three of them, even if they can't.
I feel like low-key Dak might take a pay cut. I wouldn't be shocked.
I don't think he's going to take a pay cut.
You don't think so?
No. Like, we talked about the cap hit and with like the dead cap hit. I think it was a couple episodes ago. I don't even know when the fuck it was.
No, this is your thing.
But it does feel like they're going to find a way to pay CeeDee and Micah. It's a very Jerry Jones thing to let Dak walk. They also traded for Trey Lance. I wouldn't shock. I'm not saying Trey Lance is the guy.
Forgot about
But they
that.
have Trey Lance on that rookie deal.
Dude.
And he could be.
Oh, my God. As a Niner fan,
If Trey Lance ends up panning
goes
out-
fucking crazy with the Cowboys,
I also think it would make-
I am going to jump off a bridge.
I also think it would make a ton of it would not shock me. It would be so good for Dallas if they just
God.
sucked for one fucking year, got the number one pick, and then had a quarterback.
Yeah.
Like that would make a lot of sense.
Their roster's too good to do that, though. Like
I
even
agree. I don't
even
see
if
Jerry
Dak
Jones
wasn't
rebuilding.
on the team, they would still win.
I agree. I don't see
7,
Jerry
8
Jones doing
games.
that. But
Yeah.
anywho, I'm curious, and I want to
I'm just thinking about Trey Lance.
I want to start throwing out some teams. Like if CeeDee Lamb could go anywhere else outside of Dallas, right? Hypothetically speaking, where would you want to see CeeDee Lamb go? Like CeeDee Lamb, you are a
CeeDee Lamb. Dude, I had to think actually.
Okay,
on
this one is
CeeDee Lamb, you are an Atlanta Falcon. That would be so
kinda
sick.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Because
he would look so cool. In
He
the
would look
Dirty
so
Birds.
sick. Could you imagine the throwback all black unis?
Wow,
If you had
what a
him,
pull.
dude.
I didn't even think of that.
Dude, because I don't. First of all,
what
I
a
don't think
pull.
Drake London is an alpha one.
No, I think
he's a
I
great.
think he's
He'd
going to be an alpha
awesome
one this year.
too.
I think Drake London will be an alpha one this
Well,
year.
I don't think so. But
I'm just a fantasy
regardless,
nerd.
if you have CD with Drake London and then Darnell Mooney, I guess you're fucking three, whatever. Bijan, Kyle Pitts, and then Michael Penix.
We're looking
in
at the best
future.
supporting cast in the NFL.
Oh my God.
I just don't foresee. Well,
Actually, arguably, nah, because
Niners.
Kyle Pitts, it's not.
Probably Niners.
Still
got-
probably not.
still probably not.
Yeah, still got-
Because
well,
we
if they
still
lose
have
Ayuk.
Brandon Aiyuk.
But they still have all those guys. So
Okay, so CeeDee Lamb as a Falcon, I like that. You know what I was thinking about?
That'd be sex.
And I get it's in my division,
It'd be intercourse.
but CeeDee Lamb with Josh Allen in Buffalo,
Oh my God.
that would also
it's a
look
younger
really good.
version of Stephon Diggs,
Better version.
a better
Much.
version, a lot more versatile version.
God, but
CeeDee
CD
in Buffalo. I don't see him
Low-key,
playing
I
outside
don't know
like
why
that.
CD in Buffalo would be hilarious to see just how he interacts with Buffalo people.
Yeah, he doesn't feel very
No,
Buffalo.
he seems
No.
far too pretty. Like
Yeah.
he's a pretty boy.
He doesn't have a lot
But
of.
Diggs felt
not
that way
much
too.
Grit. But
Yeah,
he,
and look
but
what
he also
happened.
he played at. Where'd he go to college?
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma. Maybe he could go to Buffalo. I don't know.
Yeah, but they treat him right in Oklahoma. They got booster
All right,
money
this
down
one
in
won't
Oklahoma.
happen. I was thinking about this. This definitely will not happen.
If you say the fucking Chiefs, then you're just a loser.
I didn't even think about that.
Okay, no, good. Don't go ahead. Yeah,
This would instantly become the
Jeez.
best wide receiver duo in the NFL if he went to the Lions. If CeeDee Lamb went to Detroit, got paired up with Amon-Ra, we're looking at the
Dude.
best
Why
wide
is this, like,
receiver
getting me
duo
hot
in
and
the
horny?
NFL.
No,
He's
because you know how good he would look in
Yeah,
that uniform
I
too,
know.
with a nice blue
I
tint
think he
visor.
might look good in any uniform, is what I'm starting
Well,
to
he's
learn.
really
but
handsome.
yeah. But that one, that would be
Dude,
an
I was thinking
You
about
had
that.
him, Amon-Ra, Jameer Gibbs, Sam Laporta.
Jesus Christmas.
Yeah, but
Holy-
the other part of it though is you
You
got to
say
think of who's
Jesus
on a rookie
Christ.
deal. You got to think of like quarterbacks on a
are
rookie
we trying
deal.
to make actual
I'm trying to think of like
trades
where.
work?
I don't think CeeDee Lamb actually does get traded.
Fun trade.
No. Like I
Like,
want
like I'm on the Jets, man. You know, that'd be
I want
pretty
it somewhere
cool. Like-
realistic. No, I want
Okay,
somewhere like
somewhere
that
more
could
realistic?
actually-
Okay, let's think.
Like I thought Packers for a second, but I don't see him trading because Jordan Love's going to get a contract.
Like the Texans would be sick if they didn't go and fill out the
Diggs,
sickest
yeah.
wide receiver
Stephon
room
Diggs, yeah.
already.
All right, hear me out. Hear me
I
out.
can see
Hear me
Bengals.
out. CeeDee Lamb, you are an Indianapolis Colt.
Ugh.
Nah, yeah, it didn't
it
do the same
doesn't
thing that
do
the
much.
last three did
No,
for
but
me.
I understand because it would be sick to have CD, Pittman, John Taylor, A-Rich. But it's just,
It's a better blue
But
though.
no,
The
but
Cowboys,
it's,
the Cowboys
it's
blue.
the, it's
not
the
a-
Colts.
It's Reggie Wayne and Marvin Harrison again.
Whoa, now I'm interested. They were
Oh.
fun.
Now you're talking.
They were fun. Now you're
And
talking my
Anthony
language.
Richardson, you got Cam Newton 2.0.
And then you got
Oh.
Bo Alley,
Yeah.
who's pretty much Dallas Clark.
We could say it's Cox.
Cox.
Spelled with an X.
Yeah, it's
Forearm.
the X. No, but you know what I mean? Like the Colts, you're just picturing
Yeah, no,
someone in
it,
the
it
Colts
isn't.
uniform.
It was
you're
not
like,
nearly as cool to me.
Doesn't sound cool.
Yeah, but
The
I think-
Falcons one. Can someone Do you have that in your bag to do a Photoshop of him in a Dirty
CeeDee
Birds?
Lamb in
I
a
know people that
Falcons
can.
uniform.
Yeah, I would
Who's
like
another
to
one?
see
There's
that.
got to be another team that if CeeDee Lamb could go anywhere. Like, who makes sense?
You just have to think there's a lot of teams.
By the way, I don't think this is happening, but the commies seem very interested in trading for a wide receiver. With this Aiyuk talk.
Oh, I think if we can get into that if we want to.
You don't like that one?
The Commanders.
Do you want to get into this?
Are we
couldn't give less of a
going
shit
on a
about
tangent right
We
now?
can go on a tangent. I want to go on a tangent. Can we go on a tangent?
Sure.
I
So
thi-
CeeDee Lamb is not going to the Commanders, is what you're saying?
Permission to tangent.
I think Brandon Aiyuk's going to be a Washington Commander this year.
Yeah, that's
And
not a
I'm
hot
saying
take,
that-
bro.
No,
He
but I'm
said
saying
it.
that
He
as a-
literally, it came from his throat.
No, but I'm saying as a Niner fan, he still says
Don't know why I
he's
said
probably
that.
going to be. Yeah.
Why
Came
did
from
you
his
say mouth?
throat. Yeah, that was crazy. I didn't even think about that. Throat was wild, but no, as a 49er fan, like Ayuk's still saying like, oh, it's probably going to be the Niners. It's going to be the Niners. Like he still wants to be a 49er. Personally, at this point,
You don't want him to be a Niner.
I don't fucking care if Brandon Aiyuk walks or not. I don't care if he gets traded. I'm kind of over his shit. He's been way too out.
I agree with that.
He's been way too like Debo was one thing where he went to the club and he had a whole fucking bottle service sign that said he like wanted to get traded or extended, whatever the fuck it was. That was kind of funny. Like maybe in hindsight because he re-signed with us, but like Aiyuk is pissing me the fuck off to the point where it's like he's being such a drama queen. He's like just talking so much to every media outlet. He's on Instagram Live with his buddy from Arizona State, Jalen Daniels.
Yeah.
Like
So, question for
or
you then.
Jaden Daniels. I'm like, dude, like shut up. Just like go into a fucking meeting room with the 49ers. Figure out where you want to be. Are you going to get extended by the Niners or not? If not, where do you want to go? Don't fucking do all this diva bullshit on social media.
Would you not prefer that though, to know that he's kind of on the outs, like, or would you rather you hear nothing and then one day Shefty
He gets
tweets
traded.
Aiyuk traded Commanders?
That would throw me more off guard, but like I understand for this, it's me mentally preparing for him to get traded, and if he does,
I think it
I'm
allows
okay.
I think it allows. I think
It
it's
allows
a good
for
thing.
you to be-
It allows you to develop this hatred,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I don't even want him on my
Yeah,
team
exactly.
anymore.
You
I
talk
can't
yourself
wait
into
for
it.
him to be gone.
Yeah.
I think it's honestly a good.
If he doesn't
good
want to be
thing.
here, you can get the fuck
Yeah,
out.
there's the door, buddy.
Yeah.
So I have,
About
I
right
have-
there.
I have two thoughts to that. The
But
first,
also, God, I want him to stay 'cause he's
Yeah,
so good.
he's good.
I have,
Yeah,
two,
you don't wanna-
I
you
have
don't
two
wanna
thoughts to
lose him.
Brandon Aiyuk because the first thought that I have is I agree. There's something to be said about contract negotiations, and I get we're in this player empowerment era where you can go on social and kind of force your way out of a team and kind of get to the team that you want to be on. I get you played with Jaden Daniels when you were at Arizona State. I understand everything you're doing from the standpoint of player empowerment. However, this ain't the way to fucking do it. You don't go on the pivot. You don't go on
don't go on all these
Instagram
shows,
stories.
dude.
You don't go on all these and talking your fucking shit.
You can be tweeting all
because
day
if
and doing
anything, you are
everything.
devaluing yourself, in my
Yes.
opinion, to the 49ers at least, and you don't want to be there. I saw TMZ had a report that they saw him in like the airport and they were asking about him. Like, bro, just stay quiet. Let your agent handle the talking. Stop saying you want to go elsewhere. Stop saying you like maybe the Steelers, maybe the Commanders. Like, just stop fucking talking in general.
Well-
I do not. If I'm a fan of the 49ers like you are, I would get fucking angry
It's
about
just
it.
you see a new thing every day, and you're just like, dude, it's getting tiring and a little boring.
What were you
You're
So
like-
here's like the kind of almost the I'm in the exact same situation in the opposite thing that I was just saying to you of like Hassan Reddick we traded for this offseason.
the Hassan Reddick shit is bullshit.
And now he's gone radio silent. He's in Japan dressed up as a fucking samurai. And then yesterday Rich Cimini comes out and it's like he's gonna try to squeeze the Jets out of a new contract and he might not play this year. And people are saying trade him away. And I'm like,
just traded for him.
what's fucking going on? I would like to hear Hassan Reddick get on some podcast and let me know if that is what he's thinking.
No,
Like,
no.
I wanna know- what's going on?
That to me is different. The Hassan Reddick situation is
I
different
think
from
he's
my
just doing-
standpoint.
he's just
I think
hanging
the
out.
no, I think the Hassan
I
Reddick
think he's trying to get a new
situation. I actually
contract.
think the Jets ownership and management fucked
I
this
think
entire
we
situation up
completely fucked
because you
ourselves.
traded
Like-
for Hassan Reddick saying we're going to give you a deal. But we'll figure it out along the lines. You trade for a guy with a deal in place.
You have the deal
that's-
ready
You
to
do not
go.
trade for
say-
someone in the midst of wanting a new contract.
I've never
the Jets
seen-
fucked themselves.
No, but I think that they traded for him that the contract wasn't going to be an issue. Like, I think that they traded for him thinking he was going to play this year, ball out in the best defensive line room in the NFL, and set himself up to get that big contract after
No,
this
I think
year.
the Jets knew.
I think there must have
Bro,
been a
he
fucking
wanted- he
miscommunication
wanted a
somewhere
deal.
because it doesn't make any
He
fucking sense
wanted a
what's
deal
going
from
on.
Philadelphia.
Then why didn't we know that?
You probably did. You are a terrible organization.
Then why, like... Sorry,
Jets
that got
are the
hot really
fucking
quick, but
Jets.
it's making
Yo,
no
the
The
sense
Jets
to me.
are the Jets.
I can't have Pat in this chair full time because if you both start yelling, I will be deaf in a year.
Brandon Aiyuk and Hassan Reddick are completely different situations. If
Yeah, I know.
you, as a Jets fan, would see Hassan Reddick come out, what Hassan Reddick's going to end up doing is actually making the situation look worse than it is because from his standpoint, he
bad.
just wants
It's
a deal.
bad.
And
It's
from the
bad.
Jets' perspective, they're going to say, play out your fucking deal. Let's see how you play, and then we're going to give you a new contract.
Yeah.
But
We're
you
not
don't
gonna
want
give
that.
him-
That's not
he's
the NFL
fucking
works.
30.
When it comes to Brandon
Yeah, I
Aiyuk,
was
bringing
saying
it back
it's
to
go back.
Brandon Aiyuk,
Yeah.
Brandon Aiyuk is a guy that deserves top 10 wide receiver money. He's going to get top 5 wide receiver money just given
doesn't
how the
deserve
market.
that.
No. I totally disagree with that because he's the type of player that can ascend to a top 5 spot very quickly given the opportunity.
No, I know. I just don't give him that credit. We
But-
should pay him like a top 15 receiver.
From the standpoint of someone who's not a fan of the 49ers, I get the player empowerment, but you got to stop talking. Like, I do not
Lot of yapping
appreciate all the yapping on social.
I was gonna say I don't think I've seen a player that wants a contract yap this much and talk so much shit on the team that he wants to, that he
just a
says he
bad
still wants to
look.
stay with. It makes no sense.
However, and I sent this to you, Terry McLaurin and Brandon Aiyuk would be a better wide receiver duo than Debo and Brandon Aiyuk.
It depends on how you look at the duo. I think the Debo Aiyuk duo is a better football player duo because I think Debo's a better player and he's more rare than a Terry. But Aiyuk and Terry is simply
But you're going to hate
two
this argument, and then the
incredible
argument
wide
then comes
receivers.
back to, like, what is Debo without Kyle Shanahan? Does he get used properly? That's not a knock on
but
Debo
he's
Samuel, but
still
does
in
he get
that.
used like the piece that the football player that you clamor to as a 49ers
But that doesn't
fan?
matter because the Debo Aiyuk duo is in San Francisco with Shanahan. And that's all that matters. So that duo, in my opinion, the way that you can find other Terry McLaurins. You can find 10 to 12 other Terrys in the league. You cannot find one more Debo Samuel in the league. And Aiyuk pairs so perfectly with Debo because Aiyuk is such a pure route runner, downfield receiver, and Debo does all the little things like kind of slot stuff, whatever. And they pair together perfectly.
Where do you stand
Whereas
on that,
Terry
Pat?
and Aiyuk are more both outside XY and do their shit.
I think like Debo and Aiyuk are definitely a far more fun combo.
They complement each other perfect.
Terry, we have no idea how good he could be. He's played with I think 11 quarterbacks over the last
they've all
4
been ass.
seasons,
They've
and they've
all
all
been
been
ass.
terrible. And he still gets 1,000 yards every year.
Mm-hmm.
So Terry in an actual offense, an actual organization, could be a top 10 wide receiver. We just
Mm-hmm.
don't know.
And you know me, like I'm a huge Terry guy. I think he's one
Yeah.
of the most underrated players in football.
I
but
don't understand Aiyuk like seemingly being happy about going from the 49ers to the Commanders. I understand he probably will get
probably
a
plays-
few
play with this
million
guy.
more, but
But
like
his buddy's their quarterback now.
Jaden Daniels, they were in Arizona State
Yeah,
together.
they played at Arizona
By
State.
the way,
How good of
the
buddies
commies
could they
jerseys
be?
are the closest to fucking Arizona State, it feels like,
Yeah.
at this point.
it
too.
is. No, they're pretty
They're
because they're
just running
both
it back.
They're both a little goofy
But the
looking
grass isn't. The
uniforms.
grass is definitely not green on the other side, and I
no,
think
he's
Brandon
going to
Aiyuk's
play
going
for
to
a
learn
shit
very
organization,
quickly. Yeah.
leaving one of the best in football.
And
Yeah.
you're going to a situation where, I mean, you don't have like a generational offensive mind at offensive coordinator to lead your offense.
But
Like,
congrats, Aiyuk. Congrats. You're a commie.
Here's
Go get
all
your
right,
bag.
to wrap a bow on it real quick. I will say, as much as I'm like, oh, he should get the fuck out, I really don't want Brandon Aiyuk to lead the 49ers because
No shit.
it's very
Yeah.
no, but it's very obvious how important he is to Brock Purdy and Brock Purdy's success, and I'll fucking admit that. Like, he is Brock Purdy's safety blanket. He's the guy that Brock Purdy looks to more than anyone.
Yeah.
So if Brandon Aiyuk leaves, as a 49er fan and the Brock Purdy truther, whatever the fuck you want to call me, his biggest defender, his white knight, like, I am a little scared for Brock if Aiyuk leaves. I'm curious to see how he does without his
Now I really want
favorite
Aiyuk
target.
to leave.
Yeah, now I want Aiyuk to
Yeah.
lead just to see what happens.
Figure it
That's
out.
fucking mean.
No.
I'm not.
I don't feel badly for you.
You
at
were
all.
dying laughing when I'm screaming here
You
in
wish
pain about
hatred-
Hassan
you
Reddick. You thought it was
fucking
very funny.
cast
No,
spells
because
on
when you
Tua
laugh,
and
it's
shit.
just funny.
You thought it was very funny, my pain.
When you scream, it's hilarious.
No, it's not. Move on. I don't want to
pain
talk
I
does
want to
about
bring
Jets.
it back before we wrap, like the CD aspect.
Oh,
CD's not
yeah.
going to go anywhere. I think he's
No,
going to
he's
get
not
a
going
deal.
anywhere.
But seeing CD anywhere else but Dallas, if I had to choose one, hypothetically, Atlanta Falcons.
I liked the Lions
Yeah, I
one
cooked
a
with
lot.
that one.
The Lions
The
won.
Lions
went
won
sick.
too. Yeah. Because the Falcons are still a big giant what if. Like,
What if-
we don't
yeah.
know if they're actually good, and it's just been like the coach using the quarterback
well,
wrong.
yeah.
and
What about,
the
like-
targets wrong?
You
But
got one more? You got one more?
Rams.
yeah, he'd be really good there too.
Because Cooper Cup's getting old.
He would look good.
Him and Puka
Jersey's
Nakua
ugly.
for the foreseeable future. would
Isn't
be-
there no fucking shot? No dice.
But just that uniform looks really good.
What?
Yeah.
I like the Rams.
The Rams
the white
uniform
ones.
sexy. Oh
Hate.
my god, I
Yeah, I
love it.
like, I
love
like
it.
them.
Hate
I
them.
don't even. I don't like the Rams whatsoever. I think they
All
got
right, let's
great
move on.
uniforms.
Let's move on.
Hate
We
them. Hate
we were
them.
talking about.
He's a cutie.
We got you prepared a game for us, Jack? Or not a game, but just a
Not so
ranking?
much a game, yeah. I believe
We're in the heart of the
it's a
offseason.
yeah.
I want to do so many more rankings
No, so
coming up.
we
but
each have top 10 rankings, actually.
Adam does not. Adam did not prepare it. So we're going to have to do it on another episode.
Christ's sake, man.
Yeah.
Adam does not.
All right, no. What you're gonna have to do
You're gonna have
is
to-
you can look at the list because it's on Wikipedia. It's very easily researchable, and you're gonna have to make it on the fly. And I'll let you have time because should we start with Adams just on the fly?
Well, I was thinking what we could do if we really want to give him some real time here. I was thinking maybe we go like
you first.
10, 10, 10, 9, 9, 9,
No,
8,
no,
8, 8.
that's gonna get that
That could get confusing. That could get really confusing
That's
really
a horrible
quick.
edit, by the way.
Yeah,
that is a
facts,
hard
facts,
thing
facts.
to edit.
Yeah, that's a bitch of an edit. Are you ready?
No,
'Cause I kind of want you to go
no,
first.
I wanted to do some research on
All
this.
right,
I wanted
everyone has
to,
no idea what we're talking about, so I'm just going to go first. All right, here's the top 10 Super Bowl losers of the past 10 years. So the team that lost Super Bowl, that's what I'm ranking real quick.
And
all
before
right?
you go into it, though, I want context on it. Is that I feel like we rank a lot of dumb things, but so many people would rank the winners of the Super Bowl, which is what I would end up taking.
Well, that's what you're going to do.
That's what you are doing.
That's what
I'm
you're,
not
that's
gonna
what
do
you're
it
doing
today.
You're going to do it on the
But
fly. No, I don't give a fuck. Don't think about it. Just do
ranking the
it.
teams that lost is an interesting one because I think those teams, a lot of times, you don't go up against Tom Brady, you don't go up against Patrick Mahomes. There are some damn good fucking teams on that list.
I realize there's some sick teams
Yeah.
on this.
All right, fire away.
So, just by the way, before I get into it, you said it's going to take a lot of thought. This took me 5 minutes.
I
This took me
can
5
handle the
minutes to
banter
go.
over here, buddy.
I texted Pat at 9 a.m. this
He did,
morning.
yeah, and I
said,
came here with notes.
Here's it. Oh, he has the scores written down.
I have the scores, I have the years.
Jesus.
I really
Christ's
did it
sake,
all.
Adam.
So,
It's not
so
that hard.
whose seat's really safe on this podcast?
Yep.
Mine's never been safe.
Actually, both of our faces are on the logo.
Ooh.
Ugh, that's
Simple
Yeah,
edit.
fuck you, Pat.
Simple edit.
simple edit. Just put some glasses on a little. You're like one of those me characters with a little
Dick. Like from We?
Yeah. No, just like I'll get a me and put it back. All right, anyway, I'm getting on tangent. All right, the top 10 Super Bowl losers of the past 10 Super Bowls. I'm gonna go 10-1. Yeah, you guys like that? Number 10,
Yeah, definitely.
The 2018-19 LA Rams, led by
Yes.
Jared Goff.
Yeah,
why'd we call
with
him
Brandon
that?
Cooks.
Yeah, Brandon
Robert
Cooks,
Woods.
Robert Wood. No, damn good
Wow.
team, by the way.
Damn good team.
You
All
guys
these
you
teams
guys
are
just said Jared Goff, Brandon Cooks, Robert Woods. Damn good team.
Todd, hey, no, Todd
That
Gurley.
offense was,
I
oh
know.
my God.
It was like the
Todd
best
Gurley,
offense ever.
Before
Yeah.
arthritis
Okay, I will
came.
say the best regular season NFL game ever played, Rams Chiefs that year.
Was it that year or was it the year
Yeah.
before?
Oh, was
Yeah,
that
that was
yeah,
that year.
Yeah, sickest game ever, no doubt about it.
That game was fucking
No
crazy.
doubt
that's
about
10?
it.
That's 10. Number 10. Number 9 is the 2021-22 Bengals.
Yeah.
I felt like, for me, Joe Burrow, better quarterback than Jared Goff, T. Higgins, Jamar, like they had some guys on defense. I
Yeah.
just feel like
They
I
were
feel like that
early
Bengals
in
team-
their they blossomed too
Very
early.
quickly,
Yeah.
yeah. I do
But
think that
that
Rams
team-
team was better, though, in my opinion.
I think the defense for the Bengals was underrated. That
It
was
was.
what kind of put
I'll
it
give
over
you
the
that.
top.
I'll give you that.
Yeah, 2019-20 49ers. The second Super Bowl, the first Super Bowl that we lost to the Chiefs.
So,
Yes.
Jimmy?
So Jimmy
Jimmy
years,
G.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
guys
Was
really
that in
blew that
Miami?
one.
Was that the Miami one?
Sure
It was. It was.
Tyreek runs that little fucking route across.
Just the
deep
most
ball.
open player of all time.
Yeah, yeah.
You guys can discuss this Super Bowl. I'm not going to.
Okay, yeah.
That stupid fucking Instagram picture or tweet that we had of the defense after forcing a turnover in the end zone in the fourth quarter, celebrating, and we jinxed it. We fucking jinxed it, and then Patrick Mahomes came back.
I thought you weren't going to talk about it.
Nope.
I think, by the way, I think those two teams before are better than that Niners team.
you look up the roster on that 49ers team. It was disgusting.
Okay.
No, like
Our
okay.
defense was
Our
ridiculous
defense was
to my memory.
insane.
Yeah.
We had Eric Armstead and DeForest Buckner and Nick Bosa. Richard Sherman was still fucking sick. Like Jimmy Ward was really good. We had a lot. We still had Fred Warner and Dre
Warner,
Greenlaw
yeah.
on that team.
Yeah, just the
That
offense
defense was crazy,
The
but-
offense wasn't as good though.
No,
right?
the offense was good. That was
Say-
when Raheem Mostert was really, really good.
Oh, Dolphins
Debo
legend.
Samuel, I think, was in his second year, maybe first, whatever. He was awesome. You had Emmanuel Sanders, who traded for that year, was
Oh.
really good too.
Difference
George
maker.
and that was George Kittle when he was the best tight end in football.
That can't argue that. That's facts.
Like,
That's facts.
You didn't sell me, but go for it.
Number
Number
that team
6.
is disgusting.
The defense wasn't fantastic, but that Rams team was one of the best offenses in the NFL.
So was the Niners that year.
Were they?
Yes.
Were the you?
Dude, every year the Shanahan's coached an offense has been one of the best when we're healthy.
That must be
I
nice.
feel like I can go out on a whim and say the Rams offense was statistically a better offense
Yeah,
than
but
that
who was a better?
2018.
But it's not like the Niners had a bad team.
Niners.
Whatever.
Sure.
Number 7, the 2016-17 Falcons, the 28-3 Falcons.
Matt Ryan,
Yeah.
MVP season.
Yep.
Honestly, I think you could have them higher, like because that is a team that should have won a Super Bowl.
Julio.
No, I agree, but like the list is insane.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Who else? Who was wide receiver 2?
Roddy White must
Was
have
it
been
Roddy?
No, I'm saying he
No,
must have been gone.
no,
I'm saying he
bro.
must have been gone.
Oh, yes, yeah,
Let
yeah.
me finish my sentence.
Ridley wasn't there, right?
Yeah.
I think it was Calvin Ridley.
Was it Ridley?
Might
Yeah.
have been
It
Ridley.
might have been Ridley, yeah.
I don't know.
I think definitely Ridley.
I think
they
it
had
was.
they had some good defenders on that team too. I think that
Devontae
was-
Freeman?
he was the
Deontay.
running back.
Running back?
Yeah.
Deontay? No, it's
Freeman.
Devontae.
Devontae, whatever.
I think it was Devontae, right?
And then I think they had
Wow, Forgotten Heroes.
fucking Tony Gonzalez must have been retired.
No, bro, what is cool with
Dude,
you?
it's 2016-17.
Yeah, not 2006.
I lose all track of time. I don't know.
That was a good
when
team. I
it
remember
was.
Madden just inflated
That
those
might have
numbers.
been. Was that the Vic Beasley year when Vic Beasley
Yes,
was like
he had
fucking
like
sick?
14 sacks that year. I'm
Yeah.
pretty
Yeah,
sure.
I think you're correct.
Yeah,
They had some other guys.
Who's the coach of that team or offensive coordinator? I mean,
I don't remember.
Kyle Shanahan.
Can't recall.
Kyle Shanahan.
God. We're gonna have to mention him later in this as well. Number 6, the 2014-15 Seahawks. The
the Malcolm Butler
Malcolm
Seahawks.
Butler.
He's
Yeah.
gonna spoil a lot of my fun shit. But
Yeah,
go-
but dude, that team was so sick, dude. Like I hate the Seahawks.
that was
team.
Legion of Boom, baby.
Yeah, that was Marshawn Lynch prime, the Legion of Boom, fucking what was his name? Doug Baldwin when
Doug
he was
Baldwin,
nasty.
oh my
Jermaine
God.
Curse.
Yeah.
Russell Wilson was still really cool back then. Like he
Yeah.
hadn't been.
Well, no, we
become
just
full
didn't
weird.
know
Dude,
that.
it was
Yeah,
it was
exactly.
so
We didn't
it was
know.
so weird because I hated the Seahawks, but I liked Russ. I was
Loved
like,
Russ. Yeah.
yeah, and I loved Marshawn. I mean, I grew up
How could
watching
you
him in
not?
Cal. Yeah.
That Russ in fantasy was disgusting too.
Number 5, the 2017-18 Patriots, the one that lost to Nick Foles' team.
Yeah, that was such a sick game.
That game was crazy.
Yeah, but was that team?
Look at their defense.
Was the defense loaded?
Well,
Defense,
they were
and they
also
s-
that
they
good
still
with
had-
Nick Foles playing quarterback. Like they had Carson Wentz go down, and then you go to a backup Nick Foles, and you still beat Tom Brady and the Patriots in the
yeah,
Super
but
Bowl.
that
you
offense,
got to be a pretty good team.
Was that the Julian Edelman?
Yeah, it was Julian Edelman. It was still Gronk. I want to say that was
Danny
maybe
Amendola
LeGarrette
was there?
Blount,
yeah, why'd you
Blount?
say it like
because I
that?
like saying Blount.
Why not Blunt? That's way more fun.
No,
Yeah.
LeGarrette Blount. I don't know it's spelled
Sure.
like that. But their defense was sick too. That was when they still had Van Noy was really really good. Because I looked this up yesterday. It took 5 minutes to do research.
Fletcher Cox still just eating people.
Who
in
was
the
that? Who
middle.
was that corner they had? That was Stephon Gilmore. It's fucking sick.
Didn't
Anyway,
they have one before? Yeah, I guess.
all right. Number 4, the 2022-23 Eagles.
Yeah,
That team.
That team
fucking
was
loaded.
dude so fucking good. That was when they had a good secondary.
Yeah, they
Remember
were.
last year everyone was saying the Eagles secondary is cooked. The year before it was fucking sick. Their whole defense was sick.
They went all in. Who? Nate, what are some? Why am I blanking out on the secondary?
Secondary.
You looked it
They
up.
still had Bradbury, I reckon. But he was actually good.
Yeah, he had a good year.
They had
Slay.
Darius
Hassan
Slay.
Reddick.
Yeah.
Sonrad.
That
Chet
defense was
Legend.
nuts.
Yeah.
Chet Legend.
Offensive
But
line
remember,
was the
because remember
same.
last year, remember when we were talking, I remember I was saying the Eagles are going to take a step down
Right.
because they replaced a lot of their older, I guess, like more experienced guys that are like proven on defense with younger, inexperienced guys,
Mm-hmm.
and it bit them in the ass. So Jack was right. All right. Number 3, the 2015-16 Panthers.
Oh, the Cam Newton
Dude.
MVP year. That
and
team
if
was.
you look at the roster, it's actually not awesome.
Ted Ginn,
Just-
Dolphin legend.
But Cam Newton was by far the best player in football that year. They went 15-1.
Yeah, it was really
Did
good.
they really?
Yeah. 15-1.
Wow.
You know who that
kinda
one
slipped
loss
my
was
mind.
against?
Dolphins?
I believe it was actually the Giants.
Oh, was it?
I
don't know. I just assumed.
I remember seeing on a pod someone talking about they got smacked by them and then they ended up playing them again or something. Maybe it wasn't the Giants.
Maybe I could. Whoever it was.
Yeah, but that team was loaded.
That's it.
Fucking who was the running back? Why am I blanking out? Jonathan Stewart.
Jonathan Stewart was sick.
Ooh.
Greg Olson.
D'Angelo
Oh.
Williams was also the second running back, I believe.
I think you're correct.
po-
Or was that
potentially,
too?
but that was
too
You know,
old?
you know who was
Yeah,
on
maybe too
defense?
old.
Fucking Keekly, Thomas
Yeah.
Davis,
Thomas
Josh Norman.
Davis, yes.
Dude,
Yeah, wow.
That team was loaded.
That was when Josh Norman was
Kelvin
fucking
Benjamin
sick
was
too.
great.
Calvin
I don't know,
Benjamin,
was he there
Miami
then?
Hurricane
I
legend.
think so.
No, Ted Ginn was there.
Yeah, I know Ted Ginn
Ted
was
Ginn
there. Niner
yeah.
legend.
Dolphin legend.
Yeah.
Everyone's a legend. All
No, but dude, that Panthers team, I don't know how they lost to a low key washed up
Peyton Manning.
An elite defense from the Broncos that year.
Yeah, that. Oh my god, that.
Yeah.
Defense. Was that when
R.I.P.
Von
Devarius
Miller
Thomas,
was
though.
the
Von Miller's
MVP of that
MVP?
game.
Yeah. No, that. Oh my god, I forgot about that defense.
Yeah.
All right. Number 2, this year's 49ers. This past 49ers.
Yeah, this team was disgusting.
I mean,
So good. It's your only chance.
This is the best Niners team of my lifetime, man. And we blew it. We gave Christian McCaffrey the ball 2 times in the third quarter, which was, I don't know what we were thinking on that one. Good job, Kyle. You always seem to screw it up in the second half.
It's so funny how many times Kyle Shanahan's on this list.
I know. It shows,
Yeah,
it goes to show just how good of a coach he is.
If I am correct.
And
Your
it's
wallet's
interesting.
open.
It's interesting because he has no wins, is what's weird.
No, he doesn't actually have any Super Bowl wins. Thank you for reminding me that.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is the best chance as a Niner fan I think I'll have to winning a Super Bowl.
No, man, you'll
in
get
my
back
entire
there,
life.
bro.
No, we're probably not. And if we're going to be back, we're going to lose. But you know, we're going to lose Brandon Aiyuk. McCaffrey's a running back. He'll probably
Brock's going to go back to being
not be
Mr.
healthy in a couple.
Relevant.
No, Brock will still be good. George Kittle's going to decline at some point. Trent Williams is going to retire, and
So y'all are fucked.
and our secondary is pretty old
guys are fucked.
actually. Fred Warner and Dre Greenlaw, love them, but
I
you know
can't
Dre
wait till you
Greenlaw
guys-
got hurt running onto the field in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, he's going to be okay, Moose Knuckle.
Yeah, buddy. You're just gonna give Brock Purdy $500 million.
There's just
and
a
then
lot of tribulations
Truth's
to
gonna
go
come
through.
out that he's not that good.
No, he's really good.
By the way, that's $10.
What?
No reaction.
Oh,
you
I
did
think
slide
I
that
was
in.
tuning you out. 'cause
That's the thing. I
thinking
shook
about my
hands with
misery.
Jack, not Adam.
Yeah, it's true. All right, and number 1, I think it's pretty obvious. The 2020-21 Chiefs. Well, I could not say that. Let me
Yep.
say that again, just
Yep.
for the clip. The 2020-21 Chiefs that lost to Tom Brady's Bucs.
That was
That
Tyreek,
team-
Kelsey,
yeah.
That was peak
Kareem
Chiefs.
Hunt.
It was peak
Kareem
Chiefs.
Hunt. Yeah,
It was
oh,
peak
my,
Chiefs. It was peak
yeah.
Chiefs.
That's by far the best Chiefs
It was
team.
incredible Chiefs.
Yeah.
Yeah, the fact that team lost, like the fact that Tom Brady went to a new team and beat that Chiefs team just solidified the legacy. Like it was crazy.
Also Miami, wasn't it?
I don't know.
No,
I don't
That
think
would've
so
been-
because that was
would've
the
been
year
back-to-back
after.
years.
They don't
Oh,
have
then
that.
it wasn't. Yeah.
No,
Everything's
it was in
Miami, though.
Tampa.
It was in Tampa.
It was in
Ah,
Tampa.
yes, it was. Yeah.
Yeah, right. That story.
Dude, people don't talk enough about how sick that fucking Tampa team was,
Yeah,
too.
that was a good
Like, I
team.
remember when Tom Brady went there, people were like, oh, like, what is he doing in Tampa Bay? That's such a random team with
Well,
the
that team
Bucs. I'm
was-
like, dude, they won 8 games
Well,
with
that team was
Jameis throwing
loaded
30
with Jameis.
picks
Yeah,
last
exactly.
year.
And then they added Gronk and Antonio Brown to Mike Evans and Chris
It's
Godwin.
It was a loaded roster.
It's like,
Did they have
Top to bottom.
LeGarrette
And the
Blunt too,
defense-
I think?
and the
I think
defense-
they
must have picked him up as well.
I think
The
they
defense
probably
was
had him.
ridiculous as well.
Yeah.
All right, so Pat has a list, too.
Yeah, I
Wait,
can't
by the way,
prepare
that was
the
a good
list.
list,
It's a
Jack.
great
Good
list.
job.
Great
You
list.
guys actually didn't, like, do you want me to run through it again?
Can I see it? I don't have any. I don't have as many qualms.
I didn't
do
really have any
think-
qualms. I think you guys will have more qualms than my list just because it's like it's a little tougher to remember the quality of like the team that lost versus the quality of the game that was played.
The only qualm that I
think the
really
quality of
have
the
is I
game
feel
you'll
like the
remember.
2018-2019 Rams.
Also, if
could
I
have been
put this
higher.
microphone to my belly,
Well,
you guys can just.
that offense was the
Dude,
scariest
I
offense
guess
I've ever seen.
if you had to tell me, like, I'd maybe put them at 9 over the Bengals, but it's tough. It's like
I
potato
don't no
tomato.
qualms. It's all
Yeah,
subjective.
it's potato tomato.
What you
to me.
got, Pat?
All right, very similar, but we're going to go with the top 10 Super Bowls of the last 10 years. So we're ranking those, the games themselves. So the quality of the game, how much fun you had watching it.
Not necessarily the best 2 teams.
Not the best 2
but,
teams, just,
yeah.
it factor from that game and how much fun you had
Interesting.
when you
Can
were
I-
watching
Can
it.
I guess what number 10
We're
is?
on a little bit of Super Bowl combo.
Yes. I'll
right
let you
now.
guys guess what number 10 is.
Patriots Rams.
Yeah, Pats Rams 13-3,
13-3, yeah, that
2019.
sucked.
Can you guys name me one play from that game? Do you remember anything from it?
There
Tom
was a
Brady threw the
game. There was
ball.
a game-winning James
You're
White
not wrong.
touchdown run.
Yeah, woo.
Who? James White?
Yeah, I believe.
Yeah, so that game sucked.
I saw actually only because I saw that on Twitter because people were talking about how that was the worst Super Bowl of all time. And this girl Brianna I follow, who's a big Patriots fan, said, "Well, I was there." And I was like, well, that actually probably is pretty cool for you.
No, that sucks.
Yeah.
You spent you
No, but
blew
she
your
starts-
load on the
yeah,
worst
no,
Super
you
Bowl
win
of
a
all
Super
time.
Bowl. I don't give a fuck.
Oh, it was
how
your-
it's
it was
done.
her
You can
team?
win-
Okay,
The
so
Dolphins
yeah,
can
she's a
win
Patriots
3-0,
fan.
and
Okay.
I would be.
She was
Okay.
like, I don't know, it's pretty sick to me. And I was like, that's fair.
All right, number 9, and this one, maybe I'll get a little hate on it, but it was the Tampa Bay KC 31-9. Tom Brady beating the Chiefs.
It was
in
an ass
21.
whooping, but I
it was
think
just
it
an
was-
ass
Quality of
whooping.
the game, yes,
But it was
bad.
I think there was something really cool to it where it was like Tom Brady being the guy who's like supposed to be the next Tom Brady.
You guys want to hear what's crazy? Is like, so
I forgot
you
it was
said
that big of an
ass
ass
whooping,
kicking.
and then you said that. All I have in my notes here, this was just an ass whooping, but cool for Brady to get one more without Bill against Pat Mahomes.
You have that in parentheses.
Yeah, like that's like what I wrote
Context.
next to it. Yeah.
I do
that
think,
was cool though.
I do think it's funny because we go
But
into
not a
Super
good
Bowls.
game.
We go
Yeah.
into Super Bowls thinking it's going to be like the best game. They're the
Yeah.
two best teams. Obviously, it's going to be a shootout, and obviously, it's a clash of titans
It's
in
not.
some
I
capacity.
feel like it's
So,
actually rarely an awesome game.
it's very
Yeah.
rare.
Okay, number 8. We got 2016 Broncos 24, Carolina 10. All I can remember from that is Von Miller's strip sack, and that's about it.
Yeah.
And that happened really early in the game, I think, or really late.
Fall on it? Why didn't he fall on it?
I don't remember that game as much.
Me neither. I don't remember much from it except for the strip sack.
It was in San
Well,
Francisco.
I was in Boulder when Denver won, so that I remember going. That was
you
hype.
probably got it.
Yeah, but it wasn't like it's weird because Boulder and Denver aren't as together.
They're like 45 minutes away. Yeah,
it's not. They're not.
Boulder, great town though.
I'm sure you had it. Yeah, must have had a lot of
No,
Broncos fans there.
we had fun, but I don't remember like the actual game itself.
Yeah, so exactly why it's number 8. We don't remember the game itself.
I just remember the last play. That's about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Number 7, I'm going to go with the Rams Bengals from 2022.
was a
Rams
good
won
game.
23-20.
I didn't hate
it.
that
Was me neither. I didn't hate it either, but there were a lot of good games over the last 10
I know
years.
the Malcolm Butler ones
like
in here.
the first 3 or bottom 3 were very easy for me to rank. 7 through 1 were very tough. Yeah.
Imagine if Joe Burrow just had an extra second.
Yeah.
Found Jamar.
I mean, if Samaje P. Ryan fucking just laid out. Was it P. Ryan? I think it was P. Ryan.
It was a game that either team could have won in the last 5 minutes, and that's what makes it a good game.
The Rams went up, and then the Bengals were winning for 2 quarters, and the Rams.
Yeah.
It was a sick game.
If we're just talking strictly jersey aesthetic combination, that one might be very high.
Yeah. It was absolutely
The black with the white.
Yeah,
with
it was a good looking combo.
Good looking.
Was that at SoFi as well?
Yeah, it was.
How interesting the back-to-back seasons where the home team played in their home stadium.
That's pretty cool.
Oh,
yeah,
Interesting.
neat.
Where's the Super Bowl this year? NOLA?
Saints aren't winning it.
That sounds right. I think it is. That is right. We're gonna go with that is right. Number 6, we got the Chiefs Bucks 2020 31. Chiefs Bucks 20. That was a comeback. People forget because the score seems so lopsided. The
Chiefs Bucks.
What? Or no, sorry, Chiefs Niners. I have it written down. Yes. Sorry. Okay.
I was like,
did we just say that?
Yeah. Number 6, I got Chiefs Bucks from 2020.
Dude,
People forget
you
that
said
it was
again. Right? 49ers in your phone, bro.
I got it.
All right, we got Chiefs Bucks. All right. Did you write it?
I wrote it.
woo! You're good. Spit it out.
All right, at number 6, we got Chiefs 49ers from 2020.
Yeah,
People
that
forget
was a game.
People
That was
forget
a
it was a
game.
comeback. It ended 31-20, but
I don't
you
forget
might not
that.
forget, but I did.
It was 20. It was 20-10
with not a lot of time left.
with a quarter and a half. No, it was like 10 minutes left. What
they
is
scored
10
3
minutes left?
touchdowns.
I don't remember as much. Dude,
I was in Barcelona.
I vividly remember that.
I was in Spain watching this at 3 a.m. at a bar, so I don't remember exactly all of how it happened.
Do you guys want to know where I was for that Super Bowl?
Yeah, I do.
So I just graduated from Mizzou. And a lot of my friends are assholes from college, and we were living in Chicago. And there's a Chiefs bar in Chicago.
So you went to the Chiefs bar?
And so so they were just trying to decide where to go, like the day before. And they're all like, we should go to the Chiefs bar. That'd be so fun. I'm like, no.
Would prefer not to.
Like, how about not? I'm a Niners fan. Like, I'd rather not. But I do want to watch it with you guys because you guys are fun. Like, it would be a good time. And I was like, how about we go to, like, literally any other bar in Chicago that'll be neutral? Like, literally anywhere else. They're like, no, we're going to the Chiefs bar. We're going to the Chiefs bar.
That's just mean.
No, that was rude. But I was like, fuck it. I'll go. It's
horrible decision.
I would've watched by myself,
$10 buckets
yeah.
of beers.
Okay.
Fine. And for the first 3.5 quarters, I was a big asshole. I was a dick. I was doing it all. And then all of a sudden we start losing, and I'm getting a lot of shit. I got some things thrown at me, perhaps. And then I took a shot after the game ended, and I went home and went to sleep.
I was hoping it'd be a little bit more of like an aggressive story, like something would have happened.
There was
I thought it was going to end with you watching it by yourself, home alone.
Yeah, like something that actually like
something really
honed
depressing.
in on you.
But
being
that was pretty
incredibly
depressing
sad.
too.
That.
Not just the fact that you're sick and drinking.
What? What did you say?
I was hoping
Okay,
that I'm hoping we would hone in on the fact that you were like sad and alone, and you were just
what
like,
was
I
thrown
ended up
at
taking
you?
a shot.
It's like alcoholic. No, it sucked. Imagine going to the bar of the team that beat you in the Super Bowl.
No, I could not imagine.
I
because
can't
wouldn't
even
do that.
contemplate that because I've never even been in that situation. Number 5, we've got the Eagles Pats 2018. That game was just a shootout.
Yeah, that was
just
a good
touchdown. That's
Philly
what I want to
special.
see in the
Big
Super
Nick,
Bowl.
yeah.
Big Dick Nick. I'm not here for a defensive masterclass.
Yeah, that was
I'm
good.
here for touchdown.
I don't want a 13-3.
No,
Fuck
not
that.
at all.
Philly special.
Give me points.
Yeah, Philly special. Great. Thank you for mentioning that. I mean, that's one of the coolest
It was
Super Bowl
unbelievable.
moments out there. Of
Yeah,
just
it's
It's
like,
like this is 4.
yeah. Well, that was actually number 5.
Okay.
Oh,
So
5.
number 4, I have last year's Super Bowl, Chiefs 49ers. You got to come back, goes to OT. But the feeling in the stadium the entire time, inevitability. Like it wasn't.
You knew it was happening.
You knew
I
that Pat
fucking knew it
Mahomes,
too.
Like you knew that Pat Mahomes was gonna come back. I think he was down by 10 at one point.
Yeah.
And there was no stress from any of the
At
Chiefs
all.
fans. Everyone around me, myself included, live lined the Chiefs
I did
5
too.
different
I did
times,
too.
as much as I could get
They
on
were
it.
like plus 300 at
There
one
was-
point,
by
and
the way,
I put $500
it was
on it.
inevitable.
The Niners were up 10, and there was no sense of urgency from us at all to
None.
like continue to push that
No.
and go to 17. It seemed like Shanahan was just totally comfortable. Like, oh, double-digit lead. It's done.
Yeah.
Dude, you got Patrick fucking Mahomes over there. He's done it to you already.
Yeah.
You idiot.
It's like you like OT game, comeback win should be higher on this list, but it was that predictable
Dude,
that it wasn't that
It was a
shocking.
great
Can we
game.
talk
It was a
about
great
the
game.
fucking just overtime for a second?
Yeah.
How does Kyle Shanahan not have his team prepared for that?
Well, what happened again? What happened again?
The rules changed,
The rules changed.
and they didn't know.
Oh, yeah, they didn't know. They
So
didn't
for
know.
some reason, Kyle Shanahan didn't know that both teams get the ball no matter what in overtime.
insane.
So essentially, if the first team scores a touchdown, you have the opportunity to do it too. But guess what? If the first team goes out there and scores no matter what, you have 4 downs to get a first down now. You have 4 tries. The first team has 3 tries to get a first down. It is insurmountably harder to score on the first.
It was a very
You're okay,
bad
bro.
decision. It's all
You'll
right,
be
man.
back.
Hey, man, don't worry. That's the last mention of the 49ers on this list.
Well,
so
yeah.
there you go.
We've been to the Super Bowl so many times.
Dude, I looked. If we did the last 11 years, I would have had another.
All right. At number 3, I've got the 2023 Super Bowl, Chiefs Eagles, another shootout that came down to the wire.
I was there. Good
Touchdowns.
Super
You
Bowl.
were at that Super Bowl,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
you
Arizona.
speak to it.
Yeah.
I was watching at the watch party in Arizona, so pretty
that's
close.
good. That's
but
good. We were
wasn't
close
at,
to each
wasn't at
other.
the game.
Oh my god, that's so cute.
But yeah, no, that game I just remember like
Yeah, it was
big
sick.
play after big play, like big moment after big moment, and it went down to the
Nick
wire.
Bolton, Mizzou legend, almost won Super Bowl MVP.
I
People
do
forget
remember
about
that. That was
Actually,
good.
no, you would not forget about that because I mentioned it about 50 times.
MIZ.
That I bet on Nick Bolton to win Super Bowl MVP plus 10,000 and almost hit.
It did.
Really cool.
He returns for a touchdown. It does.
I think number 2 and number 1 you guys could have predicted a mile away. But number 2, Pats Seahawks, the Malcolm Butler interception.
Oh, that's 2?
Yeah,
Hand it
I
off!
put it at 2. I put it at 2. Just hand it off to Marshawn Lynch. He's
not
right
that
there.
hard.
He's beast mode. He's literally beast
as
mode.
a Seahawks hater, that's the best Super Bowl of my life.
Yeah.
Oh, I was so happy.
But
That
like
was
people,
great.
like, do you guys remember the Jermaine Kearse catch that led to
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
Like,
I
don't.
It was him falling
Sick
backwards,
catch.
bobbling catch. He like kicked up to himself. That's what set up the Malcolm Butler interception.
Yeah, yeah.
And like it is a
But that catch
incredible
was
play lost to
crazy.
history because they threw the ball instead of handing it off to Marshawn
and
Lynch.
you know what? Like the 28-3 Falcons game too,
Yeah.
which I'm sure you're about to say.
That, yep.
The Julio Jones catch.
oh my
yeah.
God, that's a hell of a catch. I do remember that now.
And people
you're
forget
welcome,
about
Jay.
it because of that.
That was insane.
And then at
tip-
number 1, we have arguably the greatest comeback in the history of
28-3,
sports. I might
It's-
say
this is
28-3, 2017 Patriots, Tom Brady inevitability before Pat Mahomes was inevitable.
28-3 in the what was it? The third quarter.
In the third quarter, that is so many points.
I
Like,
was wearing my Mike Vick Falcons jersey at the bar in Columbia, Missouri, thinking I just won
you
want to
hear a really
money.
funny story from me? So I was, I think I was 16 at the time, so I was pretty young. I got so drunk that I woke up the next morning thinking that the Falcons had won that game.
way.
Yeah, I woke up.
Oh, is that because you went to sleep already? You had
Yeah,
already
like
been-
I'd gone to sleep. Like I'd gone to sleep.
Passed out, yeah.
I was no longer awake.
You blacked the fuck out.
and I woke up being like, "Thank God the Patriots didn't get another." And then
here
I
they
checked
did.
my phone. And I'm like, "What? How the fuck did that happen?" Like last I had a memory, it was
That's
28-3.
I'm
I
sure,
will
I'm
say-
sure at halftime you were
Yeah.
celebrating like because
Oh
as a
my
Jets fan, like
God,
fuck
yeah.
the Patriots, let me take a couple
Thinking
shots.
about it right now, I don't
Exactly.
think we think of Brady the same exact way if he doesn't come back from 28
Yeah.
to 3.
No,
Because that
I
was
don't-
such a defining moment in Tom Brady's career.
Cemented him as
I
the
think it
best
was-
ever.
I was say I think it was the defining moment
Yeah.
of his career.
Yeah.
Because he got another Super Bowl or 2 after.
Didn't James White also have 4 touchdowns that
Yes.
game?
Yes.
Also an insane. stat.
3.
Did he win Super Bowl MVP?
He might.
I weirdly think James White won a
I
Super
mean, like,
or
I
Tom
wanna
won
say,
it,
yeah.
or it was either he won the Super Bowl MVP or Tom won it, and everyone's like, dude, it should have been James White. He was sick.
I want to say Tom
I think it
Brady
was
won
Tom
it. Yeah, Tom
Brady,
Brady
yeah.
won it. Tom Brady
Yeah.
won it.
He probably
But-
still threw for like 400 yards.
Yeah, I mean that was like the greatest game you could ever ask for.
That was, dude, it was so funny just like watching that game. Like, even as this is like when I first started gaming, I think it was like either freshman or sophomore year of college when I had an illegal bookie. I had like $50 on the Falcons, and I was like, "Whoa, that's a lot of money!" Right back in college. And like even as someone that was like about to lose a lot of money on the Falcons, it was hilarious. I was just laughing. I'm like, "This is crazy."
That was a Kyle Shanahan masterclass. By the way,
it was.
Our last mention of him, not the Niners, but of Kyle Shanahan.
No,
job,
I knew
Pat.
he was going to get brought up.
Masterclass.
Pat, that was a good list.
Yeah,
that was
thank
a good
you.
list.
That didn't
was a
do
good
anything to me.
No, yeah, he wasn't your guy.
He
yet.
didn't hurt me then.
You want to know the best part about going on a tangent early on about Brandon Aiyuk and CeeDee Lamb?
No. Oh my God, I thought you were about to say that.
No.
I thought you were about to say he was traded live.
Yeah, but you would have prepared yourself.
So that's like when Clay signed with the Mavs yesterday. I was like, yeah, we don't need him. We don't like. And then like I was looking on Twitter afterward, and I was like, just getting really sad.
Well, the Heat's dreams kind of went to shit this morning when Donovan Mitchell signed the extension.
Because your GM is old and sleeping all the time.
He is. But we don't actually have any more time to play any more games, which is very unfortunate. So, but the good thing is we are going to be doing 3 episodes a week, probably starting next week. Wow. So we're back. We're preparing for the NFL season. We got a lot of things to talk about. We got schedule predictions. We're going to end up ranking every position in the NFL, doing a top 10. I think that will be an interesting one.
That's
gonna be great.
That's going to be a tough one.
Great.
Hopefully, Tua resets the market. That'll be a good one. I know everyone wants to talk about that one. Hassan Reddick will never get a deal. So
I don't think he's going to play a snap in a Jets uniform. I'm like dead serious.
No,
This, by the way, would be
it'd be so Jets, and I'm dead serious about it. That'd be wild. I'm dead serious.
It would be the most Jetsy thing. Of all time.
I think he'll be fine.
I'm so mentally prepared for that reality.
I think he'll be fine. They'll work something out. Maybe he gets like a bonus
Maybe
or
he'll
something.
start
but
playing week 6.
the point is we got a lot of shit to talk about. The NFL season's coming up very soon. I think it's like 10 weeks out officially. So
we're
9.5 weeks out.
Or no, 8?
I saw
No.
70 days the other day, so
Yeah,
we're
close.
probably right around that.
So we're gonna start ramping it up, talking football a lot more. It's gonna be fun. Pat might be an official Caps Off member. We don't know yet.
No, I don't even want to be.
The applications.
Who's your
under
agent?
review.
Does Justin represent you, DVD?
I do believe I got signed by DBD at some point
All right,
as
we're
a
gonna
fighter.
talk to
Though
Justin.
We'll have
it
to
was
talk
as
it
a
over.
fighter, not as a podcaster.
But
So
anywho, it was fun to be back in the studio.
yeah.
It's good to be back.
Welcome
Good
to
be in
Miami,
Thank
Adam.
you.
I get to see your beautiful, beautiful face
Thank
every
you.
day
I'm
now.
very excited.
Ami.
But hey, we'll see you next time. Love
Welcome
you.
to the
Bye.
studio. Penis on all night and a break of dawn.
Welcome to my...
Goodbye.